Well, that fires the old synapses. Hi viewers, my name is Jim and I'm the Lutheran Apologist, and it's good to see you all today. Happy 4th of July.
Love, 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 love American style, truer than the red, white, and blue.
Hope you all enjoy Independence Day, you Americans, and just well wishes to you Canadians and other viewers, I suppose. Anyways, it's just been sort of a busy week, events-wise, and and just here at home with the family. Got everybody here at home. Got a number of my kids working and job hunting and so forth. Just want to throw out a big congrats to Reverend Dr. President Matthew Harrison. Congratulations on your recent re-election as president of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod. I know a great many of you supported him, as did I. I didn't have the chance to vote for him. I wasn't a delegate or an alternate or anything this year, but I certainly support President Matthew Harrison and the goals of his presidency, and just pray that he continue to serve the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod well. And then, of course, in other news, famous Christian apologist Norman Geisler just recently went to be with the Lord. The sainted Norman Geisler, after many, many years of writing books on Christian apologetics and ethics and other related topics, a few months ago announced his retirement rather suddenly from Southern Evangelical Seminary. He cited health reasons at the time. We later learned that Dr. Geisler had a blood clot in his brain, but he's went to be home with the Lord, and we rejoice and mourn with his family. Rejoice in that we know that he's with the Lord, and mourn in that we are going to miss him, and that it'll be a loss to broader Christianity in general, just the writings, the contributions he made, and all doctrinal differences aside, as a Lutheran, I got introduced, surprisingly enough, to Dr. Geisler's writings at Wisconsin Lutheran College years ago. Professor Paul Kelm then, young professor at the time, was teaching Christian ethics and used Dr. Geisler's ethics book as the text. There were things to both agree with and disagree with, but Dr. Geisler, then and now, always makes me think. And so we will miss Dr. Geisler. As for other announcements, I don't really have a topic that I want to cover today. Just with all the holiday festivities coming up tomorrow and everything, I've been rather busy. Just as far as the channel goes, we are 4 subscribers away from hitting the 100 mark, which would allow us to have a custom URL, something I'm looking forward to, rather than having the gobbledygook web address that we have now with YouTube. It'll be nice to have a custom one. But then in the weeks following, I'd like to cover Martin Luther's own apologetics with you, and really look forward to getting into that topic. It's one that I researched quite a bit when I was doing my Master's of Sacred Theology, and so I'd like to cover that with you, my viewers. Kind of to begin at the beginning, because although to begin at the beginning would to begin with the early church fathers, like the channel is called the Lutheran Apologist. I want to cover um, the heritage that the Lutheran Church has in the realm of Christian apologetics, because it's really something that's undertreated for a variety of reasons. One of which is that a large number of Lutheran apologists were Europeans, and some of their writings didn't get translated over to English when Lutherans settled in the United States of America. Another reason is a lot of former Christian apologists of the Lutheran Church belong to predecessor bodies of the ELCA. Now, unfortunately, the ELCA has gone the way of modernism and liberalism and higher criticism, and no longer really is a confident church. It has become an ideological, a political, a left-wing church body, and so it probably doesn't really see a reason to preserve the apologetic heritage that it has. It's actually quite broad and goes back pretty much to the beginning of Lutheran churches here in the United States. And so, although there's plenty of books that exist by a number of authors that belong to the predecessor church bodies of the ELCA, that heritage is being overlooked. And then with the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod didn't have quite as many, and at least one of the ones that it did, Grabner, is no longer in fashion so much theologically with his writings, because they belong to that Bronze Age Missouri era of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, and the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod right now is in what I would say a bit of a liturgical revival. And so his writings, although they were quite good, probably don't get the attention they deserve anymore right now either. So what's happening now in the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod and in greater confessional Lutheranism is you do have a variety of authors, but they belong to different synods. Some of those synods are out of fellowship with one another, and so they're not really cross-promoting each other's writings. And just trying to take a broader view of conservative and confessional Lutheranism, like I always do, after introducing you to Luther's own apologetic writings, I'd like to introduce you to some of these other authors that getting no attention, or attention only within their own particular synodical circles. That's really all I have for today. I'll see you next week, and we'll talk about Martin Luther and his apologetics. God bless. Have a blessed 4th of July. Thank you.